Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another village battle, as hosted by Vorposten. And of course, this is the village in question. Now, you can see here the spawn, and that looks to me like an awful lot of Austrians. And it is, of course, the ostriches versus the Prussians. So, beware of the mighty ostriches. And we shall see what's going on as we look through the village to see what kind of defences they can actually set up. So, let's find out. Now, this is actually quite a compact village. So, you're going to see quite a bit of mass genocide, which is kind of the thing we want to see, really. So, you've got, obviously, plenty of vineyards. Cabbages, of course. You cannot forget the use of the tactical cabbage. And here, of course, come the mighty Prussians. And there is Lilla Bear, I think, from the First Rhine. And Albrecht, Durno, Epsilon, Verli, Lucas, Angelos. Oh my goodness, there's so many of them. And there's Taki, or Take at the end. And who's the poor sod? Oh, there's Flexi. So he's literally the guy at the back. Now, you see these lovely gentlemen. Look at this from the second Hess, Mr. Finn T. There's Recruit Flo. Look at these guys. Don't they look fantastic in their dark uniforms? Now, I'm guessing that a majority of the battles will actually be over the bridge. Now, bear in mind that these guys, one thing that we have seen a lot of, is these guys like the pub. There we go, it looks like the battles have already begun. And so you can see here, it doesn't help that there's actually, I can't say I've been to a lot of pubs that have a cannon out of the window. That's actually must be something new. Probably, I mean, you know, most of them will have a beer garden as opposed to a cannon. But, you know, what can I say? I'm just a little bit different in that way. So you can see here, the Prussians in this wonderful wooden balcony, as you can see. Now, obviously, their heads are a little exposed, so they will be susceptible to headshots. And you can see here the DL3 as well. Moving in, you can see a few of these guys being taken down. Look at these wonderful, there's Sensenman. And you can see here, these guys moving in. And there is Generalissimus Friedrich. So, in the main square, you can see here, the tower. And you're going to see the guys taking out the windows because the bullets don't kind of go through there. And that's interesting. Here we go. A bell. It's all important. The huge dong, which will be happening at some point, no doubt. So, oh, bullet fire coming in. Now, you can see the skirmishers. No, you can't because they moved. And here is the the Austrian artillery. My apologies. Why I said that? I actually said that. I actually thought in my head, these are the Austrians. And then I said Prussians. So, it's good to know that my mouth and my brain are working well today. Always good sign. So, you've got Artie Guard. Oh, no! Generalissimus Friedrich has been assassinated from his horse. Oh no, the general is dead. Oh, and he's fallen rather unpleasantly. Unfortunately, he kind of left himself open for a rather nasty headshot coming in from Stanislav. So, you can see now these guys here. More fire coming in. And unfortunately, the poor general has been slain, and the additional Austrian forces, as Blackjack from the 13th. Oh, horse assassination is occurring. And you can see Engineer. This Engineer, Ghost. And Evil Zenmus. And here you can see the skirmishers. Now, obviously, these guys have got a fantastic range. And you can see that they can actually do the damage. Oh, dear. Oh, that's very unfortunate. Oh dear, never mind. So, you can see these guys slowly being trimmed. Now, I'm surprised they're not actually moving the cannons. Maybe to try and get a advantageous shot. Now, the trouble is, you see, is the cannons are limited on their field of view. So, you can see here, they could potentially move a cannon to about here, maybe. So they would have visibility on that area. But It would also mean, obviously, putting the cannon out some distance, making it susceptible to fire. And you can see that pretty much most of these buildings are doing a fantastic job of defending it. And look at this. Oh, look at this. Oh, open the gates. And in comes the one. The first guard, as it looks like, Hard Blade got taken down. Musketeer Christoph also. And this is the charge in here. You can see them going in for that main build. And they shut the door in his face. Oh, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to see a few murders going in as the 2nd LHR are defending that as quickly as they can. Doctor Who gets taken down. And mass stabbings will occur, ladies and gentlemen. With, of course, the obvious team kill every now and then. So, I'm just waiting for them to drop the bell on somebody. Drop the bong, quite literally. That's exactly what's going to happen. And now you can see them starting to push in towards that building. Now, the thing is, those guys have got a good defense. And you can see here that from the 13th, there's Oberst Hatham doing a fantastic job of actually coming in and surprising those Prussians as they try to push in and take that tower. Oh, Julianator taken down. And you can see here, Geffier Green about to go in for a bit of stabby goodness. Oh, Major Necrola taken down through the window. A brutal shot there from Musketeer Mohan. Fantastic shot. Finn T is also then taken down. And this has been a pretty hard attack as far as the Prussians are concerned. They've got to get in a building of multiple levels that is being well defended. Of course, obviously, the odd team kill doesn't help. So that was a very brisk attempt there by these guys. Now, here you can see more forces. And these guys are essentially trying to take out. So here's the first Ahara. Here we go. Finance Minister Malice. Premier Minister. I would say that's Propaganda Minister. And I'm not sure if that's Minister of Austria. It's difficult to say, but anyway. So he's going up against these Austrians. And you can see now that what's happened is the cannoneers are coming under a little bit of fire. So this is the job here of the 2nd LHR. And their job essentially is the artillery guard. So it's their job to protect these fellows, the likes of this gentleman here. And of course this gentleman who now has a bead on them and is waiting for an opportunity. So let's wait and see. You can see the fire coming in. Now whether or not, the thing is obviously you're limited on the damage that you can do to buildings. And these guys have got to be careful. You see, they've already lost one of their numbers. That's the commanding officer. Went out too far. The building is continuing to be pushed. You can see this building here is being well defended by the Austrians. And you can see, oh, there's a little bit of stabby goodness going on maybe. We'll have to wait and see. But look at these windows at the floor level. And so helpful for actually firing back at the enemy. So, you can see now, let's see if we can find out. And out come the Austrians as the Prussians are starting to push up towards the cannon. Now look at this. Here's Mocker from the 2nd. The 2nd? No, the 2nd Hesse. And who is this fine individual? It is Brigadier Vorposten. He is the commanding orifice. He is indeed, yes. Always. Now, I wonder if he's going to hold the telescope up or his spyglass as he crashes into a horse. So he's lost his no-claims bonus due to a unforeseen horse-related crash or a tree-related incident. So now you can see the commanding officer making his way forward, dismounting and moving forward in his brigadier's uniform. He's got to be careful. Now, if we look here, you can see that this area has been vacated. Let's see if we can find out what they're up to. Now, I don't even know what these two young lovers are doing out in the field. To be honest, I'm not sure. I want to find out. So there's Dusan with amazingly quick reactions, as you can see. And here, you can see more of these guys moving up, trying to get an important kill. Here is, obviously, the other section of artillery for the Austrians. And here is the artillery guard. So, there is Brigadier Vorposten, or at least there was Brigadier Vorposten, as he gets stabbed in the gizzards. And Corey has managed to punch Dusan to death. So that's always helpful. So, as you can see, there are 2 Prussians remaining, and this is them. And out goes the kill. And there we go. The beacon has been toggled on them. And they're after them. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. He dodges. Oh, beautiful dodge coming in. That was Schicklgruber, Oberstleutnant Schicklgruber, who then gets team killed by Spellpfeffer. Oh, glorious. Absolutely brilliant. So, you can't beat a good finish to the round with a good team kill. And we shall move on to the next round, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back. And so we return after the second round, and you can see, obviously, the Austrians having won that first round, they're already out and about. So, the pressure is on the Prussians. Now, bear in mind that the Prussians do have the slight advantage. You can see the first Rhine in there, the second Hesse, the first O'Hara, and Major Necrola catching a cannonball with his face. So, here is the mighty Prussian infantry, under the command of Major Blaubeer. Fine Prussian name. And there's PFC Chicken. Might be a bit of a nervous clucker, we'll have to find out. And who is the cannoneer? Recruit Alexa. So there is the cannoneer, complete with his spyglass, so he can make sure that he's on target. And obviously there is Recruit Horse. So, now this looks to me like a commanding officer. Oh, it's a man with a horn. It looks like, oh dear. Kakashi has just team killed one of his teammates. And the specialist, and there's Brigadier Vorposten. Now, we look at the mighty Prussians. And over here we have Punisher from the 6th Artillery with his teammate Musterman, Bombardier Musterman. And you can see them making use of the defences, and out goes right past the Kazi. Look at that fantastic shot. You've got to feel sorry for anybody who was sitting on that Kazi. That would have been a very, very nasty situation for them. But you can see the cannons coming in from multiple directions onto the Austrian artillery, with the guards doing their work, and the likes of Suchti, Uf's Hunter, Buhl, and the defender, there's Pixel, and there's Daya 166, and his cannoneer friend, there's Buhl. So you can see these guys, Hunter, and more cannons coming in from Punisher, and there's Lieutenant Blue Light, ready to go. So we shall go hunting for some Austrians and Prussians. Oh, it's a headbanging Austrian. Look out, everyone. It's Corey, who should not be let out unsupervised, as you can see. He's having a slight twitch. I think his medication has started to wear off, as you can see. And random surrendering from Schicklgruber. Yeah, they don't really want to know what those guys are doing. So here is Stefan, and here is the awesome guys pushing up. Now, bear in mind, this was the building that they actually sat in last time. And I'm not seeing a huge amount of sitting going on. In fact, there's nobody there. So, what we're wondering is where they are. You can see a few dead people here and there. Aha! Skirmisher versus skirmisher action as Turin claims a victim. His enemy runs round the corner. Finance Minister Malus obviously took stock of the situation and caught a bullet from a musketeer on the bridge. So unfortunately he will not be financing anything. And here are the awesome guys working basically as a harassing team, sneaking around, looking for opportunities, looking for those all-important kills, just to kind of work the enemy so they don't know which direction bad things are coming from. Now, the bullety fire of the 2nd Hesse is also then being supported by a push. As you can see, this artillery here, it looks like, yeah, it looks like the Austrian artillery. Oh dear. As I pause to cough. Oh dear. Oh god, he got walked over by the Prussian horse. So that's very unfortunate. So, Engineer Julianator. Oh, isn't that nice? He's actually polite enough to shut the door after him. Ah, look at these torpedo heads. It is, of course, the First Guard, with Lorenz and Julianator and Hauptmann Mortem. ready to go. Those fine sideboards. And so this is an interesting situation because right now we're looking at 46 versus 38. So it's pretty equal. And we move down to the main area. This is literally the main city, the main town area, I suppose you could say. It's not really a city, per se. And what's happening is that this is the defensive positions that the Austrians have decided to go for. Now, here is Generalissimus Friedrich, who caught a bullet previous round, and hopefully will be planning not to catch a bullet this round. However, he's starting to push his luck. This could be some general on general action going on here. Let's see. So the two generals eyeing each other across the field. But they may not be looking at each other. Oh, a bit of unauthorised horn work going on. Now the trouble is this guy's got to watch out because he could get ambushed by one of these fellas. As Corey gets taken down. Awesome Corey is down. Now the cannonball's coming down here. Round the main street and into that. Oh, look at that placement. Oh dear, Doosan. Look at that. Taking that building apart. Fantastic. So let's find out what's going on. As more fire coming in from the chicken. So let's just move down here. As you can see the cannons. Oh, Bombardier Thunder. With a beautiful kill into the 3 kbr. So the Prussian guns doing their work. Aha, Grandpa. Oh my goodness. Now these guys, I have to say, very defensively minded right now. And I think it's kind of funny that they have essentially blocked themselves in the pub. Oh, look out. Here come more. And here comes a cannoneer. There's Boole with the colours. So, what we need to find out is where the awesome guys have got to. Because they've got to be here somewhere. Interesting. Looks like a little bit of tinkling going on here. Not sure what occurred there. But either way, it wasn't good for these guys in brown. Aha! That's probably why it wasn't good. So. Oh. Yeah, that will be a good move to run away as fast as possibly. Or fast as possible. And there we go. The fight now begins through the buildings. Now, that's got to be the most ineffective door ever in the history of the universe. Now, granted, that's not the way it was designed. But, to be honest, why hide behind the door? Oh, someone's just been punched to death. And you can see the more fire coming out of this area. And now the Prussians moving in against the Austrians. And the stabbing begins from the 2nd Hesse. Moving in. You can see here more of the 2nd Hesse's Temple Rit being taken out. Oh, another defense work being done. Who is this Austrian? Oh, takes out the commander. Oh, this is Schicklgruber. Oberstleutnant Schicklgruber. Oh, and there we go. Major Kakashi taken down by Gefier General. This fine fellow up here and Grandpa obviously working together with him. Oh, as Haytham manages to catch a bullet with his head. And there's Awesome Doosan, who has been defending. And, oh. TS Lieutenant Saihan taken down by Awesome Doosan. Managed to get in on him there. Oh. So it seems that Ezio is AFK. So he might be the only man left standing. But no, there are 19 Prussians remaining. Let's see. Schicklgruber. Ah. It's these guys. The 1TE. Now the trouble is these guys are now in a very strong position. Because they can actually defend this area. And they're going to be hard to get out. Basically like a burrowed insect. They're going to be very, very hard to actually get out of this position. And this is the problem that the Austrians are going to have. is actually getting these guys out. Now, reducing their building to rubble is probably a good start, I have to say. But it may not be enough. And it wasn't for Dusan, because he got shot. Ah, Ezio has woken up and suddenly realised all his friends have disappeared. Now, what's over here? This looks to be maybe a cannon moving. Yeah, another cannon being moved, firing its cannonballs straight into the centre of the town. And the reason they've moved, let's see if we can find out. See, they get in the bong. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for the bong. And here are the Austrians defending said bong. And they're going up against the evil Prussians. Musketeer Christoph defending himself against bayonet pushes, kicks and stabs, but unfortunately is unsuccessful in surviving, and unfortunately for him, successful in catching a bayonet with his testicles. So there's not really much more that can be said about that. Except for that, I'm trying to eat my dinner at the same time. Anyway, I haven't eaten all day. Give me a break. So, 11 Prussians remain alive in the Prussian army. Aha! Niels. Correction. Now it's... Oh! Beautiful, beautiful shooting there. And these guys have literally blockaded themselves so well in, they can't actually get out. So... defensive-minded, not always beneficial. All part of the learning process for these guys. There we go. Engineers in to do a bit of demolishing. And these guys can get drunk in the bar while they wait. Indeed. I think there's... literally, the trouble is it means that then the Prussians will have to... Oh, dear! A lot of dead people there. That would be the cannonballs from previously. Now, it looks like a detachment of the Austrians are getting aggressive with Adjutant Spellpfeffer. Oh, Cato. Not as aggressive as he would like to think he was. Currently managing to catch that cannonball with his balls. It's all about the balls. It's all about the balls. Either firing or catching, it's entirely up to you. So, let's find out. We're watching Spellpfeffer. Aha! This is interesting. Oh, look at that! The cannonball! Right past this detachment of Austrians as they move in. And now the pressure is going to be on to reload. Are they going to be able to do it? There we go. He's going to get him ready to the arm. But will he be able to do it? Has he loaded the canister? He loaded canister and took down poor old Plemper. Plemper is no more. He gets one kill and then cheeses it to the defensive area. Oh, look at this. An ambush is being prepared. There's the commanding officer. Will he take the shot? No, he's waiting. He's waiting for the inevitable push of the enemy. Will he take that shot? No, he's waiting for the troops, but the troops may not be moving there. That's where the troops are. The troops moving out from the right side. And out goes the cannon fire as Johnny catches a cannonball. And you can see this guy struggling. Struggling to move the cannon, but no. Muster Man taken down by Spellpfeffer. Spellpfeffer with a kill onto Punisher. Well, quite. Bombardier Thunder also being finished off, and this is not good for the Prussians. There's Brigadier Vorposten getting caught up by the side of the buildings, and looks like he's going to try and deal with somebody, and down goes Vorposten, and stabbed in the head. Oh, brutality coming in there from Romy Dracon, or Dracone. Oh, and Master Shot finished off. Now, these guys have been pretty good defenders, I have to say, but ineffectual at actually getting out the damn building. So I have to say, More power to these guys as a defensive team. But the 13th, yeah, not ideal. So, let's find out. Ah, it's Niels. And he seems to have gone AFK. The question is why. And, as a result of that, there's going to be a good chance he can get slayed. Now, whether or not you get a medal for that, I don't know. There is Niels. They may have put a beacon on him. As if by magic. Look at that. So Niels is either going to get slayed, or he's going to get stabbed in the face. There we go. And so we move on to round number 2. No, round number 3, in fact. And so, after an extremely sensuous and very sexy reset, the sides have actually changed. So, you can see that the second round, I suppose you could say, is underway. Now, Prussians. So you can see, obviously, the Prussians spawn where the Austrians spawned, and the Austrians spawn where the Prussians did. So that's essentially, the ends have been swapped. Now, here, no doubt, are the awesomes. Yes, it is Turin and Corey getting aggressive as per usual and acting per se as forward scouts. Now, in here is the first guard. They're not making use of the cannon, but they're making use of the bong. The mighty bong. Now, there's Corey. Oh, he could be going for a very advantageous attack, maybe. As Chickenhauser has been stabbed to death. By Schicklgruber. And there's Vorposten. Now, what happens and the rest of the Austrians appear? And look where they are. Hello there. Looky what we have here. The second LHR. And they're moving in on the far right hand bridge. Taking it very carefully. Moving in as Spellpfeffer. The commanding officer behind. You can see obviously Teddy in. Following behind as well. Additional forces moving up. And these guys are going for an outflanking manoeuvre on the Prussians. Now, there we go. The door's open. Oh dear. They're going to run for it. This is going to be nasty. And the door's closed again. And Major Blaubeer with a fantastic triple kill. Fantastic shot indeed. And this is going to be a nasty situation, because now the Austrians are attacking from one direction. And look at that. They're also then sneaking in from the side as well. Now they're going to start pushing into the church building and the bell tower to try and do as much damage to those bellends who are defending it. As Adjutant Spellpfeffer gets taken down. Spellpfeffer with a P. And you can see here the first Rhine looking to defend as much as possible against the dastardly attack from the Austrians. Oh, look at this. Flexi going in multiple directions and finally getting team killed by his major. Oh, dear me. Oh, look at this. It's Bob defending. And Jacob is taken down by Epsilon now. Look at this. One of the last Austrians looking to defend. Watch out behind. There we go. A fine stab coming in from Schicklgruber. Oberstleutnant Schicklgruber, no less. Defending himself as best he can. Oh, going in for one stab. But he's got 3 on 1. This is not good for Schicklgruber right now. He's looking to defend himself. Unfortunately, 2 members of the 2nd LHR, the Hussars, Mr. Phantom, taken down. Now, this is the Prussian artillery. As you can see, over in the centre of the screen, you can see them essentially... Ho! Cannonballs ahoy! Ladies and gentlemen. That, ladies and gentlemen, was a beautiful shot. And you can see these cannons just bashing into all over the place. Look at this. Just fantastic. Oh, what's over there, he says. What's over there is more cannons and light troops of the Austrian army. So you can see here the DL3 KBR moving in, spreading out in light formation. And as a result of that, poor old Alexa being taken down. And there we go. It looks like... Oh, look at this. Old Prussians, look out, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, this is going to be good. Oh, look at this. Oh, my God. Prussians versus Austrians. Oh, this is going to be a nasty situation. Picking up those guns. They're going to run for it. Oh, they're firing as they come in. And it's bayonet time, ladies and gentlemen. Austrians versus Prussians. And the Austrians are defending themselves. As you can see, Mr. Finn T failing to defend himself from a bayonet thrust to the chest. Oh, another kill there on members of the 2nd Hesse. Oh, more. Look at this. It's looking a very unfortunate, but it looks like now the Austrians are starting to take a back step because, look, you can see them coming under a lot of attack from the Prussians. You can see them doing a fantastic job of trying to keep recruit... Oh! A sledgehammer to crack a nut, I think it's fair to say there. Poor old Recruit J now essentially has a hole right through the middle of him. The late lamented Recruit J. Oh well, never mind. And you can see over here 2 members of the Austrian as Grecian is taken down, and over here Sensenman also finished off. So the Prussians victorious in that little ambush. And it also means now that they can actually get back to their cannon work, which is a good thing, and go up against the Austrian cannon. So, let's find out. As the Austrians only have 8 people alive, as Turin is taken out by Durno, the Prussians starting to get aggressive on the bridge, moving down through the centre. Look at this, bodies everywhere. The Awesomes literally trying to defend and hold that bridge, and unfortunately taken down while they tried to do so. So, their commanding officer, Friedrich, looking for forces. Only 7, including him, remain. There's a good chance he'll have to pull back to his cannons, as the Prussians slowly start to push forward. There is Nidhoga and the 1T guard. Oh, look at that blue light. Fantastic shot coming in from blue light. Onto 2 members of the 2nd T, the 2nd Hesse. And let's find out, as here is, of course, Prime Minister O'Hara from the 1st O'Hara. And there's blue light, the cannoneer. Now look at these craters. The cannonballs coming in from the Prussian artillery, meaning that now they can see Prussian infantry moving in on their position. Oh! Oh! What a response! Fan-bloody-tastic! Oh my goodness, that is just poetry, man. Absolute poetry. And that important kill there, as another kill going into Uff's Hunter. And this is a knotty situation. 4 Austrians remain. With the Prussians, oh! The propaganda minister and I think the agriculture minister taken down. And in goes the general with the sword. The sabre swinging. And we could be talking about general on general action. As there we go. Yes, it is. Oh, as the Austrian general goes down. And is he going to get stabbed? Is he going to take down Vorposten? Oh, he finally gets sliced. General on general action going in from Vorposten. And now the last Austrian is shot by Corporal Wrecker. Or is shot. That was Corporal Wrecker, I should say. Marvin getting the final kill. And we move on to the next round. And so, the final round begins. At the Austrian spawn. Oh! Oh dear. That did not go well. Especially not for Schicklgruber, who is now a corpse. As you can see, a tad unfortunate. Oh God. So I think it's fair to say that Chadtopia has been executed. Over here. But never mind. So, the Austrian army moves out. You can see two lines here, moving through. There, of course, from the 2nd LFR, Stefan 16. And over here, a smaller line, but no less effective, is, of course, the 13 TE, with evil Zemnas. And there's Awesome Dusan in with his rifle. And you can see these guys moving towards this bridge. Now, this seems to be a popular bridge for the Austrians. Now, you can see the fire coming out, as now you can see the the Prussian skirmishers getting quite aggressive, hoping to get an important pick. As you can see, the guys going into, or maybe going into the building. We'll have to wait and see. As you can see, these riflemen continuing to fire as Darth Dragon manages to catch a cannonball from his teammate. Very unfortunate. But here is the defensive line of the Prussians. Major Necrola. Oh, look at this. Where's all this fire occurring? Let's get over to one side. I think they've run into a defensive line of Prussians. Yes, that's exactly what's happened. Or a defensive line of Austrians, I should say. Austrians, Prussians, it's all the same thing. Well, it's not technically, but it does become after Anschluss, I say. But yeah, this is a little bit before that, I have to say. So, Verl and his enemy. Oh, a nice team kill by Harmy into Seyhan after he's done all that work as he finally gets taken down. So, the Austrians now pushing up on the wooden bridge on the right-hand side of the town, led, of course, by the mighty Adjutant Spellfeather. A man not to be messed with. As Stefan 16 gets shot to bits. And stabbing of doors occurs, gentlemen, as the charging from the Austrians begins. The bongs begin also. Can't have a battle without the bongs. It's all about the bongs. So, Spellfeather taking it carefully. As you see, the first Rhine. Now, if there's not a punch up in the pub, I'm going to be disappointed in these guys. Let's see what we can find out what's going on. Aha! So here are the skirmishers getting into a fight with the 2nd LHR who've got into one of these buildings. So these guys now having a little bit of a run-in with the Prussian skirmishers. So these guys here, these Jaegers, doing their thing. No. Oh. And obviously... Oh, nice shot there. As you can see, blue light's being taken down by Recruit Alexa on the cannon. A return in fortunes, I suppose you could say. Let's find out what's going on with Austrian Light Army. Oh, Spooky being shot out of that building. As these Prussians doing a fantastic job of defending. And look at that, that's such an important window for them to defend. Look at that. Bob. Behind the defensive structures. He's got to watch out. He's going to get his hat shot off as Spellfeather is finished off with a headshot. Now, look at this. Look at this defence. As you can see, one Austrian already come a cropper. Somebody's really enjoying that bell. Here we go. Rambo. Never forget to whom the bell tolls. It tolls for thee. Well, it could toll for this guy. as he's literally sneaking around in front of a defensive area of Prussians, and it could turn out to be unfortunate for him. As Bombardier Thunder is finished off by Awesome Corey, let's see if we can find out where he is. Aha! There's Corey, coming in with his rifle butt. Oh, and shot in the bottom by Chicken. Oh, Chicken with the evil kill. As Administrator, Agricultural Minister Fischer is taken down. Aye. Oh dear. Oh, God, what's happening to his body? Oh, that looks really wrong. I don't know what these Prussian army guys are doing in this Bong area, but it's a little bit worrying. Oh, God, there's another one. Oh, God. Look at that. That's just horrible. So the Austrians continuing to push. Despite the dead gentleman who kind of just sat there. There's not really much you can say to that, to be honest. And you can see anytime these guys can't push in. Who's playing that organ? It's Finn HQ. I have to say, he's a pretty good player considering how much he's turning around like that. But, you know, what can I say? To be honest, we don't really want to focus too much time on Finn HQ playing with his organ. Now, there we go. He's now finished. And the torpedo heads are making their way out and going for a potential ambush on the Austrians. As Generalissimo Friedrich is taken down by Ezio, the commanding officer of the Austrians, has been finished off. And the Austrians are continuing to push. 15 Austrians remaining against 17 Prussians. Oh, look at that. The defender of the artillery master shots. With Major Blaubeer in support. More fire coming in from the Austrians. Prussians moving up on the ambush. And into the pub they go. Unfortunately, Lawrence doesn't even make it as far as the bar. And they're in. Don't tell me there's an Austrian. There is. There's a blooming Austrian in there. And he's hiding. Look, he's trying to defend himself. Who is this? It's Marcel. He's going in. He's in an enclosed location. This is nasty. This is unfortunate. Oh, oh, poor Marcel. Poor Marcel. Oh, dear. He got well and truly battered. And there, of course, is the Brigadier General admiring his organ. So, let's see if we can find the remainders of the Austrian forces. Now, you can see here, Mr. Phantom and the remaining members. Oh, Blaubeer takes a cannonball from Xerxes. Lovely shot indeed, as you can see here. The shots coming in from the Prussian artillery, bouncing into the ground nearby these guys. They've got to be careful. There's Xerxes. There's Uf's Hunter. There's Suchti, Wrecker, and another defender, Mr. Phantom, of course, from the Hussars. Huzzah! The cannonballs continuing to bounce towards those buildings. And they're shooting at vines. Now, I don't know how much damage these vines are actually going to take, but... Oh, what's this? Recruit Blader from the 2nd LHR, hiding behind a tree. Ho, Nelly! Nice shot indeed into Major Kakashi and Connor and Ezio. Fantastic shot. And, oh no, Altair being finished off by that cannonball. Oh, this is going to be a nasty situation as it's 10 versus 9. You can see the pistols of the Austrians. Well, the pistols of the Prussians, sorry. Mr. Finn T moving up. Oh, he's not going to die. He's ginger. So, you can see here, more Prussians. And that, to me, looks like a commanding officer. It does! Master shot! And this is going to be nasty. Dodging left and right. as the commanding officer manages to dodge those bullets and bring out his sabre. Mr. Finty is finished off with a musket shot as the sabres are going out. Commanding officer, oh, look at that. Nice stab as a man is trying to defend himself with a cotton bud. It's not going to go well. You can see there, you can't block a bullet with your sword. It's worth a try. And now, as you can see, 7 versus 8. Oh no, down goes Vorposten. Repeat, jumped on by multiple Austrians. This is not looking good for his adjutant. Stuffed Rambo. He is well and truly stuffed. Or is about to. And there we go. Look at him turning, getting those sabre slices in. Very important. But he's got to watch his back. Here we go. He's blocking. Nice slice into Consti. And he's blocked again. Going in for that another break. It's blocked again. Oh, Stuffs Rambo doing a fantastic job of defending himself. But he's going to then start running away. Trying to get to a situation where he can then rely on the other members of the Prussians to come in as reinforcements. And there's Finn HQ. Oh, look at this. Uff's Hunter defending himself. And now you can see Rambo comes back in for the attack as a stab goes into Hunter. And the final 2 Austrians are defending themselves. Suchti. And it looks like Suchti is the last man standing. No, there's one other. Suchti is about to be the last man not standing. So where is the final man? Digayoshi comes out from the back of the vineyards and is now charging at the Austrians. Or sorry, he is the Austrian charging at the Prussians. Will he get a lucky shot? No, he won't. So let's see what happens. As you can see them now lining up as a line. Oh, that's going to be nasty. He's going in with the bayonet. Oh, nice. Oh, beautiful, beautiful shot there. And he's going to watch out and stab from behind from Rambo. Oh. And Rambo gets team killed at the end. Fantastic. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That has been the village battle for this month. My thanks, obviously, to all of the regiments who have been involved. Thank you. It's been absolutely wonderful. And, of course, to Vorposten and his admin team for all their hard work. And we'll see you again for the next one. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.